Welcome back to GRE Bombs. This is Bomb 15. And here we have a word problem with some multiple choice questions. Let's take a look at it. It says, in the year 2000, the number of rap venues was 3 times the number of EDM venues in NYC. By 2020, the number of EDM venues had tripled and the number of rap venues shrunk by 75%. What was the ratio of rap venues to EDM venues at the end of 2020? And we get several options. We get 3/4, 1/4, 1/3, 1/12, and 3/1. Alright, so let's set up this question. Let's try to set up based on the information given sentence by sentence. Okay, so they tell us in the year 2000 the number of rap venues. Okay, so I'm going to label R as the number of rap venues. Number of rap venues. Okay, and I'm gonna let E be the number of EDM venues. Okay, let's see. Alright, so they tell us that the number of rap venues was 3 times the size of the number of EDM venues in NYC. So if I write it as a ratio, R over C, the number of rap venues over the number of EDM venues, well, the number of rap venues is 3 times the number of EDM venues, so we get 3/1. The number R on the top divided by the number E, or EDM venues, should be 3/1. That's what it means to be 3 times the size of EDM venues. Okay, so that's the first piece of information we have. Then they tell us that by 2020, the number of EDM venues had tripled and the number of rap venues shrunk by 75%. Okay, for when something triples, it means that we multiply it by 3. So my new ratio for 2020, so notice that this is for the year 2000. So for 2020, my ratio becomes, well, the bottom becomes 3E. See, because the number of EDM venues tripled. And the number of rap venues decreased by 75%. Again, so look at, for example, let's take a box here. And we chop it up into 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, and 4, where each piece is the same size. What does it mean for the entire thing to be reduced by 75%? Well, each of these ones is 25%. You see 25, 50%, 75%, and then the entire thing. For it to be reduced by 75%, it means that I got rid of this guy here, I got rid of this other part, and I got rid of this one. And what do I have left? I only have left this section right here, which was what? Which was 25% of the original part. By that I mean that reducing something by 75% tells me that what's left is 25%. And therefore I can write that a reduction of 75% of R is just the same thing as leaving 25% of R. That's what we have left. So based on that observation, now it's just basically simplifying the ratio. We have our ratio, and now let's simplify it. Okay, so I can write this as 0.25 over 3 times R over E. Notice that we already have R over E. R over E is 3/1, so I'm just going to replace it. We replace R over E for 3/1. We can cancel the 3's, and we're left with 0.25 over 1, which is just 0.25. And what's 0.25 as a fraction? Well, it's just 1/4. 1 divided by 4. And therefore my answer is B, the ratio for 2020 of rap venues to EDM venues is 1/4. Notice that I started off my initial ratio in 2000 being R over E. Why? Because that's the ratio that I was trying to find for 2020. So you want to keep it concise. We want to use the information given for 2000 to help us find the information for 2020. So I keep it concise with rap venues over EDM venues. Again, as a recap, we use first the information giving us for 2000, getting a ratio of R over E, which is 3/1. Why? Because they tell us that the number of rap venues is 3 times the number of EDM venues. Then we started labeling the ratio for 2020. How did we do that? Well, they told us that the number of EDM venues tripled, so it means that the bottom is now 3 times E. That's 3 times the number of E that was in 2000. And the top part, the rap venues, decreased by 75%. But then we notice here that decreasing by 75% is basically the same as saying that we're left with just 25%. So that's why I wrote 0.25R. We simplified by separating into two fractions. We noticed that R over E was already obtained before. We substituted and then we just simplified. And we got 1 over 4. And that's the answer. That was BOM 15. I hope this helped. Please subscribe, comment, like this video, and also tell me what type of questions you guys want me to answer, and then we can take a shot at it. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next BOM. Take it easy.